What we've done with the vehicles over here is we've rigged them up with remote starting equipment, and a spark plug is rigged up into the interior of the car to produce a spark. We're going to fill the interior of the car using the prescribed amount of OZ-12 and then turn the car over to get the spark plug sparking to see if it will ignite.
I have been doing so much testing with this in the colleges and everything else, okay? And the maximum we can get into, in fact, I was out to a big RV dealer the other day, okay? The maximum we got into that unit to bring that unit down to coldness was 2.5 cans, and that was it. And that was with a Ford, a 302 engine, and it was inside of a camper. And we reduced that down to 32 degrees, okay, coming out that cowling. And they were so pleased with it. And all the stuff that we've done so far, the maximum we can get in there is not even 3 cans, okay? We can get 4 cans in if you've got dual air conditioning. And that is the simple reason you've got all that tubing, you've got another evaporator back there, okay? And that's what it is.
So with the ratio, like saying, okay, the EPA says 30 liquid ounces for the average air conditioning, and you're saying with your ratio you use less of this product.
You use less of it.
Okay.
Absolutely. In fact, TG Lee, we were out to TG Lee last week. We did a refrigeration unit for them, okay? We pulled out 8 pounds of R12. We put in 5 cans, which is 30 ounces, okay, of OZ. And we had the same identical things.
Do you have a ratio established?
Pardon me?
Do you have a ratio established?
It fluctuates so much, it isn't funny. And what we say to everybody, we go by the gauges. When you bring your gauges up to the right proportion, what they are with R12, it works great. And you can call TG Lee. I mean, the guy's name up there is Bert. And they were so tickled with it because they're going to spend half the money for replacing their R12. Half the cost. And to get a refrigerant that does as much of a job as this stuff does. I mean, I'm not just talking in the wind. It's happening. I mean, we've got colleges testing it and going through testing right now. Tico has tested it. Tampa Electric. I have all the data on that. The maximum that he put into his truck, okay, was 18 ounces, 3 cans.
Well, we used 3.
Okay.
Based on the results observed in this first test analysis, those present agreed that if a major leak was to occur in the passenger compartment of the vehicle, the gas could reach its flammable range and flash if an ignition source is present. The flash created by a major leak would be sufficient to cause serious personal injury, including major trauma to the body and respiratory system of anyone inside the vehicle. The fireball and projectile created by the flash could cause harm to bystanders or firefighters present for suppression and rescue activities. The data of this test procedure shows that even slow leaks can reach the flammable limits of the product and ignite in the presence of an ignition source. The data further shows that with even small amounts of product, the potential flash fire and pressure release can be hazardous to the occupants of the vehicle. The secondary fires could possibly cause a secondary ignition of product during fire suppression and rescue activities. It is the recommendation of the Florida chapter of the International Association of Arson Investigators that based on the data collected and reviewed, that comprehensive testing and analysis be conducted on the flammability and potential life safety hazards presented by the product OZ-12, utilizing strictly controlled testing procedures and established scientific standards of analysis in order to determine whether the use of OZ-12 poses a life safety hazard to consumers. It must be noted that the Florida chapter of the International Association of Arson Investigators in no way endorses or condemns the product or manufacturer on the basis of these preliminary tests. These tests were not designed nor intended to be a conclusive evaluation of this product. The sole purpose was to determine if, based on the results of the analysis as conducted in this limited format, any further evaluation of this product might be warranted.